Hello, this is Andy. I'm going to walk you through how to add the new Making a Difference category to your guidebook. So as with all new categories, you hit the Add Category button at the top, and you'll now see a Making a Difference category in the template. Click that, and it will drop it at the end of your guide. We can move it later using the 6 white dots. We've also added subcategories and topics for you to use if you want to. So click the Add subcategory. We've created 3 subcategories, one called Environmental Sustainability, the other called Environment Ethos, and the third one called Being Socially Responsible. And then within those, we've added some topics as well. I'm not going to add all those now. I'm simply going to show you how, if you do add them all, how it appears in your guide. So let's go back to a guidebook here. So here's the Making a Difference category section, which I've added. Under Environmental Sustainability, there are 2 sections in the template which we've added, which you're free to adopt or to delete or to add your own. It's entirely up to you. But these would be where you might list any environmental projects that you're supporting. If you don't have a particular project that you're supporting and you want to support one, that's why we've included this section here, because it allows you to simply adopt what Touch Day is doing. And so if I'm a guest and I read your guidebook and you've included this section, it tells me as the guest that you've joined Touch Day, the maker of the software that powers this digital guidebook, in pledging to do more when it comes to social responsibility. And here's where you explain to your guests about how Touch Day is using ecology to plant trees to offset CO2 emissions. And it says to the guest that they can participate too if they want. And if they scroll down to this Planting Trees with Ecology section, there's a bullet step-by-step way that your guests can participate in this scheme. And I'm not going to click here right now. You can have a look at this and see if that's something you feel like you would like to put in your guidebook. If you don't want to put this in your guidebook, this section here, simply replace this in Content Hub with whatever you're doing. Simple as that. We do have another 2 sections that we've added. So one called Our Environment Ethos, and this is where it allows you to list any green initiatives that you're running. So for example, if you're doing things in your holiday let, your vacation rental, your bed and breakfast, your glamping site, etc., where you are making the guests consume less stuff, for want of a better expression, you can put that here. So for example, it might be how you're reusing plastic water bottles, how you maybe have an electric car charging station, how you use rainwater in some way to run your farm. I don't know, there's lots of different things that I'm sure you can talk about. If you need any inspiration, have a look at Bob Garner's Touch Day Guide, and there's some really good things that he's done in there. And so what you can see here, this section underneath does need replacing before you send it out to your guest, because it is us saying, attention Touch Day customers, this is where you can list things. So please do make sure you remove that before you send it out. There's also an article here which Bob wrote about sustainability, which is well worth a read as well. Now, if you're not into green initiatives, but you are doing things that support the betterment of society, and it's more in the realms of being socially responsible, then there is also a socially responsible section here. And again, we've said here, attention Touch Day customers, this is where you can put your social responsibility stuff, etc. And we've given a couple of examples. So maybe you want to talk about a local charity for underprivileged children, or you want to talk about helping homeless in your community. This would be the spot where you would do that. And again, we haven't suggested anything because this is your guide and this is where you might want to add stuff. So quick recap, there's an environmental sustainability section here which you can adopt and ask your guests to participate in what Touch Day is doing, or delete that if you don't want it. Here's a section where you can list any particular green initiatives you're running in your business. And here's a section where you can list any social things that you're doing in your business. You can include all 3 if you want. You can include just a couple of them. It's entirely up to you. The point is that Making a Difference section is there for you to now use. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks very much. Bye.